They lost the game last and all that I have Ringgold's roster. I don't have Woodland Hills yet.
You know what? They have that information.
Well, I'll tell you the next one.
It's still sending. My phone.
You lost like 10 pounds since I.
My
since
phone
I
burned
played.
my hand when I saw this. God.
It's so gross.
You guys are playing possum.
I went to. We had to stop somewhere. We're going through this row of clothes, and it was literally all wearing English jeans. They were all the same color all the way down the aisle. I was like, I was going to take you guys. Like, it's like every single look. I think I'm I have my own that gets you down. Well, no one's gonna be mad. It was just something like MVI or something. Like something really
Hey,
I like her.
chat is open today.
I like Sheldon.
There's only so much sports you can do. She would get the angle of like fancy city high school events or like Central Catholic shut down. You're just not.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ringgold High School for our boys basketball senior night honoring the class of 2021. Today, we'd like to recognize our four senior basketball players for their hard work, dedication, and leadership during their time with our program. On behalf of Ringgold Athletics, we would like to first recognize the seniors of our opponent. Please welcome the Woodland Hill seniors, Josiah McCarroll, Tariq Scipio, and Orlando Johnson. Congratulations, gentlemen. The Ringgold basketball players and coaches of the ballot will recognize senior cheerleader Tiffany Ramos and thank her for her support throughout the season. The boys would like to present Tiffany with a small token of their appreciation. Again, big thanks to Tiffany Ramos. And now at this time, please direct your attention to the court as we recognize our Ringgold seniors and their families. Number 24, Wyatt Nick Love. Wyatt has been with us in return at a small morning and had pain. This is Wyatt's first year as a forward of the youth basketball team, although he's also limited with football and track and field. His activities include being a member of the National Honor Society. Wyatt's most influential teacher here at Ringgold has been Mrs. Hess, because she always gives great advice anytime she's asked. His future plans include attending Washington and Jefferson College, where he will study pre-med and pursue a career in sports medicine. Wyatt would like to thank his coaches for pushing him to be the best version of himself, his teammates for their memories, his parents for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, number 24, Wyatt Nick Love. Number 35, Dylan Bradshaw. Dylan is being escorted tonight by his uncle, Terry Rothschild. Dylan is a three-year member of the high school basketball team and has participated in the Ringgold program since the 6th grade. His activities include fishing, playing basketball, and watching TV. His most influential teacher here at Ringgold has been Mr. Harris. Dylan's future plans include joining the National Guard after graduation. Dylan would like to offer special thanks to the dad for always having his back. Ladies and gentlemen, number 35, Dylan Bradshaw. Number 30, Cam Lushka. Cam is being escorted tonight by his mother, Donna, and his father, Rick Rodriguez. Cam has played both point guard and shooting guard for the boys basketball team over the last 4 years and has been playing basketball for 9 years overall. He has been an honor student all throughout his high school, and his basketball honors include 3 years of varsity while earning his athletic level. Cam's most influential teacher here at Ringgold has been Mrs. Hess, because she always showed him how to find the positive in each situation. Cam's future plans include pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing, although he's still on the side of the Ringgold 10 school in the fall. He would like to offer special thanks both to his parents for their endless support and to his friends, Beach, Zach, Logan, Jason, Luke, and Will. He would also like to thank his coaches, including Coach Pagola, Coach Kenny, Coach Jack, Coach Taylor, most recently Coach James, and especially Coach Bruno Patrick for pushing him to the max and for always believing in him. Finally, he would also like to thank Mr. Amanda Butler for always being like a second mom. Ladies and gentlemen, number 30, Cam Lushka. Number 30, Demetrius Butler. version of himself. Thank you for always believing in his dreams and loving the games as much as he does. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Demetrius Butler.
back and forth about trying to find her an opponent. I asked Winchester Thurston myself. I mentioned that Bell Vernon's off tonight, so maybe they could get Bell Vernon to come over. But I know she asked Bentworth, Carmichael's, and she ended up getting Woodland Hills. So
making sure something happened on senior night, especially.
absolutely.
That really says something. That she made that effort. It's easy to just pack it up, especially with what's going on nowadays.
And she didn't quit her job. I know she was all stressed out today. But this is our first game here. It's good to be back at Ringgold and get to see.
Sorry, yeah, I was standing out front when the Woodland Hills bus showed up, and you'd have thought that somebody dropped off some gold bars when she saw
Everybody was excited.
Yeah.
So we will be right back here. We're going to take in the national anthem and the starting lineups, and we'll be back to get this one started.
And now
Casey, there we have the starting lineups. We'll run down the list again for Ringgold, wearing the white home jerseys. Number 3, senior Demetrius Butler. Number 11, junior Nick Pecan. Number 35, senior Dylan Bradshaw. Number 30, Cam Halushka, and number 24, Wyatt Nicklow. For Woodland Hills, number 22, Chaz Cobbs. Number 13, Tariq Scipio. Number 11, Akil Freeman. Number 0, Del Reese Robinson. And number 23, Kellen McDonough. We're ready to tip this one off. What's that? What is that? All right, Case. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the short shorts here and what we have underneath.
They're rolling them up 4 times and then wearing the tights underneath.
Is that like... Is that like Looney Tunes, or I don't know what's going on here? As Woodland Hills controls the tip, and there's a Halushka nearly strips one away, and Ringgold gets a jump ball and will take possession. And that'll go down as a turnover for Woodland Hills to start the game. As Butler now leads the Ringgold offense. First-year head coach Eugene Wilson calling out the instructions to his team. They said he's a fiery type, so I'm interested to see his coaching style. As Halushka lets go of a 3, no good. And that rebound's going to go out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Woodland Hills.
It's the first thing a lot of people say, intense, fiery.
I mean, everywhere he's been a winner, so I know after the hire, Laura Green was really excited to have him join the program. Freeman tried to throw a pass into the lane. It was deflected and knocked out of bounds by the Rams. Jacob Pahowick comes in for Ringgold. Did you get some new headgear?
New headgear? We'll see.
Long inbounds pass comes out to Scipio. Now Woodland Hills resetting the offense. Wyatt Nicklow fell down defensively. An offensive rebound for Jacob Davis, and there's a long 3 by Freeman to start the scoring off for Woodland Hills. There's Nick Pecan looking for an answer, no good. Nice rebound there by Scipio, number 13. Woodland Hills winless on the season. I think 0-6, 0-5, playing in a tough section in Class 5A with McKeesport as Butler handles the rebound, gets it over quickly to Pecan. Here he comes the other way. Got caught up and kicks it outside. There's Butler for 3, no good. Another Woodland Hills rebound. This time it's Freeman crashing the defensive boards. And there's a little floater by Cobbs, no good. Rebounded by Nicklow.
And Woodland Hills, they have some height, right?
Yeah.
They need to take advantage of that.
There's Butler again, little jumper from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Nick Pecan, offensive board there. And then Butler's going to reset the offense. Pecan, he's going to let go of another 3. No good again. And this time it's readed by Scipio, and we have a timeout taken by Woodland Hills. And that'll give us our first chance to tell you about one of our sponsors. And that's Frontier Heating and Cooling Services. If you need something done around your house, especially when it comes to your HVAC system, look no further than the Working Man. Give Chuck Merlack a call for your HVAC and plumbing needs. That's not all the Working Man does. Any electrical, framing, drywall, excavation, water and fire restoration, you name it, he can do it. He's an authorized Lennox Carrier dealer. He also offers apprenticeship programs and can provide excavating, health insurance claims, and he now features a whole house air cleaner to help kill viruses. Give him a call at 724-557-2028 for all your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and building needs. Woodland Hills out of the timeout, allows Ringgold to set up some full court pressure. There's a steal by Nick Pecan up ahead to Butler, and he is fouled, and he will go to the line for a 3-point play. He was fouled by Micah Jones, and Butler has Ringgold on the board.
Coach Wilson, maybe he saw something early to switch into the press.
Butler missed that free throw, and Woodland Hills comes down with the rebound. Now they'll get into their offensive set. Yeah, Wilson must have saw something that he thought his team could take advantage of. It's a long cross-court passes. Nice drive by Freeman, and we're going the other way as Butler steps in and takes a charge, so that will be no basket. Nice play by Butler to take a charge, and that always gets the bench fired up when you step in and take an offensive foul. DeAndre Dotson checks in here for Ringgold. Now it's Halushka running the point. Gets the ball quickly to Dotson. Coach Wilson not happy with who that play was intended for, so he made him reset, and the Rams turn it over. Here come the Wolverines the other way. Long three-pointer by Freeman, no good.
He pulled that. I mean, that was from the sheets of Monongahela.
Yeah, he was way out there. And there's a 3 by Halushka. That's an air ball. And here come the Wolverines again the other way. Butler, he stood in, he took another one. Nice job by Butler, and he was standing there. Could have been eating a snack by the time the contact made, and I don't know. I think if you're the offensive player there, you got to peel that one off. You see him standing there, he was just waiting for it. The old Major League when the steal, the guy's like, come on, I'm here.
Exactly.
Come on. Still 3-2, 3:18 to play here in the first quarter. As Ryan Pajak has checked in for Ringgold, and there's another turnover. There's a play by Del Reese Robinson, but Josiah McCarroll cleans it up. And that makes it 5-2 in favor of the Wolverines. Dotson now over to Butler. It's a little jumper from the free throw line. That's true for Demetrius Butler. Makes it 5-4. 2:30 to play here in the quarter. Orlando Johnson now handling the ball, checked in for Woodland Hills. Throws it away. Here comes Butler the other way. Has Dotson on his left. There's a nice pass. And Dotson can't finish, and it's rebounded by McCarroll. It's Pajak now guarding Cobbs, and we have a foul called. It looks like it's going to go against Pahoek. That's going to be the first foul called on the Rams as Daryl Tolliver and Wyatt Nicklow check in for Ringgold. Cross-court pass now for Johnson. Nice drive to the basket, and Johnson scores, makes it 7-4. Butler directing traffic again. It's Woodland Hills now in a 2-3 zone. Coach Wilson telling his team get ready to shoot. That shot by Nicklow is short, and the Wolverines clear the rebound. There's a nice pass inside. McCarroll missed it, but Kellen McDonough gets the rebound and the putback, and that basket will count as Butler's going to get whistled for the foul.
His first, team second. Round substitution number 30, Cam Melissa. Number 22, taken for Holland.
Coach Wilson liberally using his bench here.
I noticed that. I don't. He's
Ton of subs, and he's using the whole roster.
Yeah.
I think as a first-year coach, though, I mean, you have to see some of these young players, especially when you don't have JV games.
Absolutely.
It looked like Pecan was in the lane a little early. McDonough's going to get another chance at the three-point play. Donna's second attempt at it's no good. There's an offensive rebound by McCarroll. And he gets it outside the Cobbs. There's Johnson with a three. No good. Rebound comes right to Pahoek. Here comes Ringgold the other way. Up ahead quickly to Pecan. Tried to get it to Butler in the corner. Throws it away. Little miscommunication there between Pecan and Butler. I think your boys from Ringgold came out. I saw the court kicks challenge to him. Told him to bring that heat.
I did.
And they brought it tonight.
Both teams. I like what I see tonight.
Sure, Mike Darnay is going to have all kinds of photos for you.
Yeah.
So we're down to the final 30 seconds of play here in the quarter. Looks like Woodland Hills is going to try to run this all the way down, but good pressure from the Rams defense. Nice D by Halushka there on Micah Jones. And Cobbs tried to force it inside, no good. Now to 5 seconds, and there's Pecan.
Got a foul. That was a good pass.
There was a good pass from Butler, but Butler was fouled. And the foul is on the floor. 2.8 seconds to go. Halushka will inbound from just in front of the Woodland Hills bench. Here comes Pecan. Got a three up, no good. And that'll do it. At the end of the first quarter, 9-4 in favor of the Wolverines. A very low-scoring first half. Where's Ringgold going?
Wow.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're going in there to like huddle up.
Yeah,
You can't do it out here
I'm
in
kind of
front of everybody.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a little something extra to say.
Maybe they're switching uniforms or something. I don't
know. But listen, I like it. I like to see the little bit of the intensity. It's just a little. I don't know. I feel like it's not enough. It doesn't happen enough.
The officials are telling them they're not allowed to leave the floor. Unless maybe they're sanitizing. You never know. That was odd, though. That was really weird.
We'll call it sanitized,
Well-
but my guess.
And the conversation on our group text has been all about Foster House 2, now open for dine-in and carry-out. So don't miss one of the famous King sandwiches. And the Foster House now has pizza by the slice and pizza burgers available all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Watch all the Penguin games with the big screen TVs and get a 22-ounce Coors Light for just $2.50 during the game. Kitchen's open until 11:30, so don't miss some of the best food the Valley has to offer in Washington Township in Belle Vernon. And I mean, my kid's away this weekend, and my wife's working 12-hour shifts each day. So, I mean, I'm around. If anybody wants to go, give me a shout and we'll go. I mean, Team MVI field trip to the Foster House this weekend. I'm in.
Yes.
So, long outlet pass from McDonough. Get the ball out of trouble off the trap. And there's a steal by Butler. Cobbs threw it right at his knees.
Oh, boy.
But no foul there.
he
was riding him all the way to the hoop. He was like giving him a hug, and there's a little floater by Halushka. No good. And McDonough with the rebound for Woodland Hills. Another hand on the ball there by Pecan. Pahoic, good D inside. This McDonough with a real strong miss, and they're just playing volleyball under there now. Loose ball comes to Reese Robinson. And we got a jump ball called. I thought maybe they were going to get a foul. That's going down to Ringgold.
I saw a couple.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, somebody had a tent there. They set up a tent. Started a fire.
Yeah, they did something. I don't know what was going on. Maybe the inability to finish is one reason why Woodland Hills is still winless.
I was thinking the same thing. I mean, they've had their opportunities. I mean, they could be up
they
top.
have five opportunities on that one sequence. Yeah. It's not exactly like Ringgold's lighting it up right now. Nice pass from Dotson to Butler. And Butler converts there. It makes it 9-6. Butler with all 6 points. And Meach knows that he's the one that's going to make this Ringgold Rams team go. We always talk about playoff Meach from a couple years ago when they made a little run.
Yeah.
And that's what they need every game now is playoff Meach. There's a turnaround jumper by Scipio, no good. And here come the Rams again. Pecan gets it over to Butler again, inside this time to Pahoic, and he fumbled the pass. And Woodland Hills takes over and goes the other way. Cobbs gets it over to Freeman and back to Cobbs. Back to Freeman inside to Robinson, no good. And Dotson got his hand on the rebound, but it off the fingertips and out of bounds. Daryl Tolliver checks back in for Ringgold. I think you see the lineup that Coach Wilson has in now. I think you need to run a little bit with it.
Yeah.
It's Cobbs way out top, wide open. Nice entry pass there to Robinson. Got it outside to Scipio, and there's another turnover by the Wolverines. And Dotson dribbled it off an ankle. Woodland Hills takes over. And Scipio was fouled from behind, and he's going to have a chance at a three-point play.
And we see that a lot. We saw that earlier this week. You know, you get the turnover, you got to take advantage of it. You can't just give it right back. That makes a huge difference.
It's the third chance at a three-point play we've seen already in this game. Scipio misses that free throw. Butler gets the rebound for Ringgold, and here he comes the other way. Up to Halushka to Tolliver. Little ball fake. Nice pass inside to Pecan, and he is fouled. So Nick Pecan will go to the line. So that foul's going to go against Scipio. He's shaking his head in disagreement, but anytime you bring down that club, you're going to get that call. Pecan hits the first. Pecan becomes the first Ram not named Demetrius Butler to score.
Substitution 14, Orlando Johnson.
Pecan's second shot is up, no good. So he makes 1 of 2 to make it 11-7. So pass to the high post for Robinson, no good. Pecan lost it, but it comes right to Butler. Sends a nice pass to Pecan and had it swiped away. Another turnover for the Rams, and right now that's a theme. You can look over at Coach Wilson, he ain't happy. He's just sitting back and watches as Chaz Cobbs buries a 3. Makes it 14-7 now for Woodland Hills, and Ringgold, you might want to start shooting outside on top of this zone. And there's one by Pecan right there, and that one's good. Nick Pecan hits the 3. I'm totally going to give myself credit for that. As Woodland Hills now comes the other way. Nice pass inside to Robinson, and he was fouled, and I think that's going to be on Butler, and that's his second.
But again, like you brought up, another easy miss down low.
Del Reese Robinson now at the line for his 2 shots, and he misses that one. Dotson checks back in for Ringgold. Robinson's second shot up, no good. Good rebound by Butler. Tolliver threw it away, trying to save it from out of bounds. And here comes Woodland Hills up, and that's a carry. That's like textbook. So the Rams will have the ball trailing 14-10 here, just under halfway through the second quarter. In a rather low-scoring game so far. Butler gets it over to Halushka. Thought he was going to shoot it there and got it over to Dotson instead. Now they're going to get Butler off the ball. We got a timeout taken by Coach Wilson. He finally got it. 30-second timeout. If you've recently bought a home or refinanced your current home, have you considered changing your homeowner's insurance? The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency offers great rates and excellent customer service. Give them a call at 724-292-8066 or visit the office at 214 West Main Street here in Monongahela. The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency is proud to sponsor MVI Live and Mon Valley Athletics. Coach Wilson obviously not very happy with his team's performance so far. Seems like they're really having trouble getting in a flow offensively.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Butler off the ball, but he's the only one that's controlling it the best right now. Tolliver lets another one go through his hands, and Wilson's looking for a sub.
It's good ball movement. They just got to take advantage of, when they get the open shots or the open positions.
Right.
They're moving the ball really well.
That's about the third or fourth ball we saw just literally go through somebody's fingers and right out of bounds.
Yeah.
So there's a three-pointer taken by Freeman, no good, and we're going the other way. Looks like Micah Jones is going to be called for going over the back of Butler. Team 7, they should be shooting, right? It should be 1-1. They said he said 7th. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right. I don't think he's right.
Goes Butler, a little pull-up jumper, and that's good. Demetrius Butler cuts the lead to 2.
That's smooth. That's what we saw last year in the playoffs.
Yeah. And he has a very good jump shot. 14-12 now, Woodland Hills. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first half. As Ringgold, there's a three-point attempt by Jones. No good. Offensive rebound by Freeman. And the Rams really haven't been hurt by the amount of offensive rebounds by the Wolverines just because they can't finish at the hoop. Yeah. They had a couple putback opportunities. And we got a double dribble. And we're going back the other way, and now Ringgold has a chance to tie this one up or even take the lead here. 1:45 to play. See if we have any out-of-town scores up and ready. We have people all over the valley tonight. As Pecan controls it at the top, hits a curling Butler, nice jumper there, no good. Rebounded nicely there by McCarroll. Here comes Woodland Hills the other way now. As Cobbs crosses the timeline, sets up the offense. End of the first quarter, Frazier leads Jefferson Morgan 14-10. Go Doors. There's a little pull up by Cobbs. Way too strong on that. I don't know what happened there. McDonough went flopping to the floor. I don't know what he was doing there. Got McKeesport playing Latrobe in a big game tonight. And Charleroi and McGuffey right down the highway here. It's a nice pass inside to Butler. Another little pull-up, no good. And McCarroll clears that one out for Woodland Hills. Up to McDonough.
McCarroll's active. I've noticed that on both sides. Both sides.
And we got a block called against Butler, and that's going to be his third foul. I think if you're you almost have to leave him in. You don't want him to pick up his fourth here with 30 seconds to play, but he's carrying your offense right now. He's a senior, smart player. I think he could avoid getting another foul here anytime soon, at least. What do we got?
5 seconds.
5 second call. Okay. Going the other way. Ringgold takes over. 12.2 seconds to go here in the half.
I think they were going to sub Butler out, but then...
Yeah. I think you definitely want his shooting ability here for the last shot. Butler tried to go through the legs of Cobbs. There's Pecan, try to get it inside, and they do not get a shot off. And that's going to do it for the first half, 14-12. Woodland Hills leads. And
low scoring.
Very low scoring. And we've seen both teams not able to finish here at the rim, especially the last couple minutes for Ringgold. We'll give a shout out to our other two sponsors here before we take a break. If you're looking for a solid start to your daily routine, look no further than the newly opened Camel Coffee Company in Washington Township. Camel Coffee Company is open daily from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring Intelligentsia coffee and other custom-made and community-brewed coffee. You could also add a pastry and a sandwich to your daily routine as well. Camel Coffee Company offers free Wi-Fi and is locally owned and operated, so go check them out along Route 201, directly across from the Washington Township Township Fire Department. And I had my first camel coffee experience today. It was pretty good. And I actually like what my wife got. She likes the caramel mocha. Iced caramel mocha. It was pretty good.
There's a few things that
I'm all about sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I need sweet.
You try the nitro. The nitro coffees. They're good.
Are they? I'll have to try that.
I actually took a growler home
Did you?
weeks ago.
We'll give a shout out too to Dr. Amelia Gallus and Elite Physical Therapy. Although insurance doesn't always cover wellness and preventative care, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness offers very affordable wellness programs and packages to improve your body's overall performance. Our programs are top-notch in improving overall health and wellness and athletic performance for all ages. Go see Cole Center native Dr. Amelia Gallus and his staff for all of your physical therapy and sports injury treatment needs. Visit them on the web at www.eliteptw.com or arrange a consultation at 638 Ross Draver Road in Bell Vernon. And we will step aside for a few minutes. Get to check out some halftime entertainment that is now over by the Ringgold cheerleaders. And we'll be back for the second half.
Probably the one that has the WB mask. Right.
Yeah, that nitro was down last Saturday. We went even get it.
I just got regular.
That Balenciaga, or whatever they call it. The Caliancha, no one gets it.
Well, how can you do that when I can't get it? Team MVI night, I'm telling you, my kid's gone, my wife working 12-hour shifts all week.
Olivia's first date with thing, you have to go.
We can't get
We have to go.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
One of the girls that works with us.
Olivia Greco, we hooked her up with Evan Lewis. And they're going out tonight to the Foster.
We have to go. Like a little
Chad wants to roll in with the camera and be like, yo, here we are. Like, we can't do that, fella. The whole time she's going to be there now, she's going to be like looking over the shoulder, like to see who's walking in. This makes me hate the fact that we didn't have the corner. Because this would have been perfect for the whole thing.
Your coloring here is yeah.
Right at the end of this season, we're starting to plan.
I mean, that your coloring, your scoreboard, if you get the right one, we can pass it into ours and put fell out of a job. Get Penny with a team cap after.
Bella feels bad. She don't want to ruin Olivia's chances.
That's her girl, man. All right.
Let's talk about your day.
Yeah, here.
We'll come back now. We'll talk about your day. How was your day today?
Huh? No. No, you can pull it down. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
This is fantastic.
This is awesome. This is like legit.
This is like this.
I can hear.
I'm getting flashbacks of Mon Valley Summer League games.
Get ready, because we're coming back. They have to do the boys invitation only this year, because they refuse to expand teams. I'm like, why not go to 8 teams? All right, we're back here at halftime, and we're joined by Ringgold Athletic Director Laura Grimm, who I'm happy to see didn't quit her job in a crazy, crazy day, Laura. So tell us all about it.
You know, I'm really surprised that I didn't get to that point. It was stressful to say the least.
Get out of here, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. But yeah, no, today was really a whirlwind. We went from thinking as of last night that we probably wouldn't get to play,
Right.
to finding out that the health department did clear us to play, and then West Mifflin couldn't play, and then we're scrambling looking for an opponent at about 1:30 in the afternoon, and we're very appreciative that, you know, Woodland Hills stepped up. They said, you know, if we can get a bus, we'll be there. And
How many different schools did you contact trying to get a game today?
probably only had 4 or 5 serious. I sent a mass email out, but there
Right.
were probably only 4 or 5 serious possibilities, and you know, there's a lot of logistics that you have to go into that to be able to come on short notice. So
Right.
Limited possibilities, but we found one, and that was all we needed.
That's all you need, and for sure. So give us a talk. We're talking about the passion that Coach Wilson has showed on the sidelines, and we talked a little bit on his hire. What have you seen from him that made him so impressive that you trusted the program in his hands here going forward?
Well, I think the passion and the enthusiasm that you see on the sidelines, he had in his interview.
Yeah.
That came across very, very evidently, and he wants to talk basketball, breathe basketball, sleep basketball. And, you know, his big emphasis, he knew what he had. He you know, he's a man of the game. He studied the Whippeal. He's coaching the Whippeal, so he knew that, you know, we had lost a big senior class, and we were going to be relying on a lot of underclassmen this year. He probably couldn't predict all of the challenges that COVID was going to bring, but, you know, in spite of that, like, he wanted to come and he wanted to build, and that's what we need right now, is to have that base and fundamentals and build from the ground up.
Well, and I think one thing, and we talked about too when I did the story when he got hired, was how everywhere he's gone, he's built and he's won. So is that something that was advantageous for you to say, hey, if he's interested, we have to take a serious look just by looking at his resume?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, because, you know, we talk internally, and we knew that both on the boys' side and the girls' side, that's where the emphasis needs to be, is on building, and we also needed someone who was willing to go to the youth levels. And again, this year, COVID really is putting a clamp on what we're able to do, but I had someone who had to have the patience to maybe go through a couple of years, you know, where you have a young, inexperienced team and all the obstacles that presents,
Right.
but be able to stand through that and keep building, so that, you know, in a couple of years, hopefully we have something we're really proud of.
And you can see, I mean, obviously he has Matt Rowland on his staff, who's been around the program at the middle school level the last couple of years. So
Go Leps.
so that has to be advantageous as well, having him part of the staff now.
Absolutely. He's really serving as that bridge, you know, to bring those middle school kids up and hopefully have them feel comfortable stepping in right away. And I know his 8th grade team this year, they didn't get to play a lot of games, but they have a really nice, talented class coming up, so we're looking forward to the future.
All right, Laura, well, thank you for joining us. We'll get back to calling the game, and we'll see you after.
Anytime. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Big shout out to Laura Grimm for joining us. I mean, it's almost like we have a halftime show when we can have a guest and everything. But,
It's nice. You like it.
I mean, I don't mind the breaks sometimes either, but, you know, way to get your go leps in there too, by the way. That always goes over well here at Ringgold.
I had to. They beat me up all those years.
Fun fact, Bell Vernon was not one of the teams she contacted for a game today. They are available. They got a big game against Newcastle
Yeah,
tomorrow.
they might have. I don't know if they would have played anyway.
I don't know, but yeah.
Is this on?
Yes. Okay. But Newcastle, that's going to be a good game tomorrow night. So we get ready for the second half. Wolverines. Woodland Hills will start with the ball. So I switch pencils. It's always important. We'll see if we can boost the scoring here in the second half. Butler almost came up with a steal there for the Ringgold. And there's a nice little turnaround there by Robinson. We didn't have to wait 2.5 minutes for the first bucket of the half like we did in the first half. So three by Nick Pecan for the Rams.
I would have loved
to lead to one.
Love to be a fly on the wall in that locker room at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, you could already see it defensively. There's a little bit more pep in the step, and the guys in white. No good. Oh, and it goes off of Pahoek's knee. Wyatt Nicklow checks in for Ryan Pajak. 7:05 to play here. 16-15. Ringgold hasn't led, but they're closer and closer as the game is going on. And we'll see what happens here on this possession. There's a three-pointer, and that one's good by Akil Freeman. Makes it 19-15. And there's Pecan for another three, and that one's good. So Nick Pecan with 2 3-pointers here to start the third quarter, and there's a timeout taken by Woodland Hills as Ringgold again cuts the lead to 1 here early in the second half. And there's definitely more, seems like there's more of a sense of urgency here on the Ringgold offensive game plan here. They're not hesitating to take the open shots now, and a little less patience, but a little bit more, I hate to use the Todd Graham phrase, but high octane offense here for the Rams.
No, I agree. It's and they had those opportunities in the first half. I think, maybe senior night for a couple kids, they want that perfect shot, perfect pass instead of just kind of getting into a rhythm and playing the game.
I was going to say, I think another thing that could have played into the slow start is the fact that they weren't even sure if they were going to have a game.
No.
You're all excited, anticipating your senior rec night.
Yeah.
Then you come into to school. I know they were, they didn't know ahead of time that they might not have a game. Then you find out, and you're like, oh man, it's going to be canceled. And oh hey, we found a team to come down and play us. And
it's tough.
And that's not a very short trip for Woodland Hills to make down here. So
not at all.
Especially when you're trying to drive through Pittsburgh like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, exactly.
If anybody follows where I cover every day, I don't really go that direction for a basketball game. So Halushka and Cobbs separated a little bit there. Some more pressure here, and I think we hit the nail on the head with the sense of urgency and the tempo factor that Ringgold's trying to bring here in the second half. Wyatt Nicklow picks up the foul, the first of the second half here for Ringgold. There's Johnson now, pass deflected, but it makes it to Freeman. Good defense here by Nicklow on the outside, and there's another foul by Nicklow. He took a shoulder in the chin. That's one of the things even teaching my daughter at such a young age is, if you know a player's faster than you, have to give him more space.
Oh, yeah.
There's another three. This time, it's Orlando Johnson.
Yeah, that's that scouting report that somebody's fast. You got to maybe give a half a step or a step. You got to,
and that could be another thing that played a role. I mean, you watched film on West Mifflin getting ready for today's game.
There you go.
And guess what? West Mifflin's not coming now, so you didn't see Woodland Hills yet, Rebound by Nicklow, but he had it stripped away by Freeman. Here he comes the other way against Halushka with the left hand up and in. Extends the lead to 24-18. So Ringgold unable just to get within one. And they just can't get that one to take the lead. And there's a block. It looked like Nicklow got a hand on that shot. And now here's Butler against McDonough, straight to the basket. Nice drive there. And Wilson's going to take a timeout. that's something we've seen a lot from Meach the past 4 years, that baseline drive. Very good at it, attacking it from the left side. If you're looking for the best local news and sports coverage, look no further than our home base at the Mon Valley Independent. The newspaper is currently offering a great deal of 60 days free for the electronic edition, which easily gets you through the winter sports season. Visit monvalleyindependent.com today or call 724-314-0035 to register for your free e-edition and follow your favorite local sports team. And you also get the best local news coverage in the area. You know, we get these text messages, hey, can you send me a story? And all you have to do is go online and register for a free e-edition. You can get any story you want anytime.
It's not that hard.
No.
You know? Jeremy, I don't know if you noticed, but looks like Tariq Scipio has left the court. He is no longer on the bench.
Yeah, we kind of looked over and saw, you know, a little conversation with an assistant coach over there. But I believe you're right that he is not on the bench, and we haven't seen him since the first quarter. And there's a steal by Dotson. Gets it out to Pecan. Little floater. And he is fouled, and he hits the deck hard. His teammates help him up, and he's going to go to the line for two. McDonough is called for the foul. It's his first. Pecan hits that first. We got a little out-of-town score. Charleroi leads McGuffey 21-13 at the end of the first quarter. Zach Usher with 13 points in the first quarter for Charleroi. And this game started early. We could just pack up the stuff and go. We could show up for the fourth quarter. Pecan hits both free throws, make it 22-24. Halftime score, Frazier 35, Jefferson Morgan 24. Owen Newcomer with 13 points. Go Doors. There's another three for Freeman. That's his second of the quarter. And again, when Ringgold's getting within one possession, they're just unable to get over that hump. Now trailing by 5, 4:30 to play here in the third quarter. The scoring has picked up a little bit as Dotson tried to get it to Pahoek. I thought that ball was deflected, but
it looked like
not.
It from this angle.
And that'll go down as a turnover for Ringgold. Woodland Hills, we talked about the winless start, but there's a good steal by Butler. Dribbles in between a pair of defenders. There goes Dotson straight to the basket. He lays it up and in. .24 points now on the board for Ringgold, still trailing 27-24. Here comes Woodland Hills the other way. Pahoek, big block. Big block on Freeman.
That's nice. I was going to say, this is where they needed that stop. They needed that stop.
It's going to go out of bounds off of Freeman. Nice defensive play there by Pahoek, and see if Ringgold could get a little bit of life out of there. Coach Wilson looking at the call sheet here. Butler now drives baseline. Thought we were going to see that little pull-up jumper. There's a step-back three by Pecan. That one's good, and Ringgold finally ties it up. Nick Pecan buries the three from the corner. And we're all square here at 27-27. And there's a three taken by Jones, no good. And Josiah McCarroll was fouled on his third try. And we talked about the inability to finish at the rim. The second foul called on Halushka. Josiah McCarroll now will shoot 2. McCarroll's first, no good. I started to allude to it earlier too, the reasons for no wins, and Pahoek with a rebound chance right off the hands again and out of bounds, and Woodland Hills will take over. But they also had a little coaching turmoil earlier this year as head coach Matt Furjanic stepped down abruptly.
And I'm sure that doesn't help. I mean, that, you know, when you're used to a coach and doing it one way, and
now you have an assistant that steps in, and he might have a different system he wants to play. There's a foul called. Is that going to be Butler's fourth, or is it going to be Dotson? That's going to be Dotson. Butler looked around, the way he whipped his head around, I think he thought he might pick up his fourth too.
Offensive.
Offensive foul called against Woodland Hills. Butler now looking to give the Rams the lead. Cross court to Dotson. Nice drive to the basket. Good dish to Peak on. His little jumper is no good. And it's rebounded there by Micah Jones. Good defense by Peak on there. Forced Jones right into a turnover, and here comes Butler. Oh, he is swatted by Josiah McCarroll. Ringgold maintains possession. Inbound pass comes to Halushka outside. Out of Pahoek in the corner, and he threw it away to Jones. And he had it poked from behind, so Pahoek makes up for that mistake. It slows down the Woodland Hills on the offensive end. Brian Pajak checks in. Kick out there. 3-point attempt by Jones was no good, and here comes Ringgold the other way, up ahead. Pecan to Butler. He is fouled, and that basket will count. And the Rams have taken their first lead of the game. 29-27, and look to add another point to that. And Meach got a little heat on the feet tonight.
He does.
Butler misses that free throw. It's rebounded by McDonough. And I hate to quote the Book of Nazareth here, but free throw shooting's hurt both of these teams tonight.
I mean, you can't miss tons of free throws and turn the ball over.
Right.
I'll give you one or the other.
But there's a three-pointer by Freeman, way off, rebounded by Butler, and he is fouled. Did Scipio go out onto the bus or what?
I mean, again, he seemed to be upset about something. He didn't have his shirt on when I saw him, so I don't know if he walked out or the coaches told him.
Give a shout out and Mind you guys, hit us up on the chat if you got any comments, questions. We got a couple people watching here that have already been on there sending their support. As Butler got in the lane, he was tripped, no call. And here comes Woodland Hills the other way. First time they've played with a deficit tonight. There goes Jones, little floater off glass. Nice play there by Micah Jones. Ties it back up, 2 seconds to play. Dotson from half court. And we got a foul call. Well, I think Dotson's going to shoot 3 free throws here with no time on the clock.
Jeez.
That's a terrible foul if you're Woodland Hills. Did McCarroll go for a block there or what?
Yeah, it was kind of a weird situation. I don't think he was really trying to.
I don't know if we're going to put a little bit of time back on the clock here, because usually with no time on the clock, there wouldn't be anybody in the lane. He is going to shoot 3. What's going on here? What are we doing? We got a horn. Got players drinking, getting a quick blow and a drink here. Got some Woodland Hills fans hitting us up on the chat now. Tie ball game here as Dotson's going to shoot 3 free throws. He misses the first. And this is what we just talked about. You got to take advantage. You're getting 3 right now. No time on the clock. Dotson misses the second.
Said, got to take advantage of those opportunities. No time running.
Dotson's third is no good. So we will end the third quarter tied 29-29. No matter what's going on offensively or defensively here, we're bound for an exciting fourth quarter. 8 minutes to play in this one with the score tied at 29. And we'll tell you all about our Valley Sports Guys podcast. Not only does Team MVI bring you the absolute best coverage each day, but now we've gone down the rabbit hole of podcasting. Joint sports editor myself, Jeremy Salou, assistant sports editor Jose Negron, and the cast of characters we share every Sunday with as we discuss this week's sports news, sometimes even a special guest. Join the crew this Sunday as we return to record the podcast at Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi at 10:30 a.m., just in time for its release to the masses at 1 o'clock. And give another thanks to Chucky Murlock, the working man. Give him a call for your HVAC and plumbing needs. But he also does electrical work, framing, drywall, excavation, water and fire restoration. You name it, he can do it. An authorized Lennox carrier dealer, the working man also offers apprenticeship programs. He can provide excavating, help you out with any insurance claims, and now features whole house air cleaners to help kill viruses. Give him a call at 724-557-2028 for all your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and building needs. We're back now. Woodland Hills will have control here to start the fourth quarter. Here come the Wolverines. Coach Wilson not happy with the defense there at the top by Halushka. Thought he had a chance for a steal there. There's Jones, drives baseline, throws it away to Butler. Here goes Ringgold the other way. Butler right past him. Easy left-handed layup as he blew right by Chaz Cobbs. And gives Ringgold a 31-29 lead, and we got another timeout taken by Woodland Hills early here in the fourth quarter. 7:16 to play. 31-29 Ringgold. And our text continues to talk about the Foster House 2, now open for dine-in and carry-out. Everybody wants one of those famous King sandwiches, but they now have pizza by the slice and pizza burgers available all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check out all the Penguin games on the big screen TVs and enjoy a 22-ounce Coors Light draft for $2.50 during the game. The kitchen is open every night until 11:30 p.m., so don't miss some of the best food the Valley has to offer at Foster House 2 in Washington Township in Bell Vernon. If you recently bought a home or refinanced your current home, have you considered changing your homeowner's insurance? The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency offers great rates and excellent customer service. Give them a call at 724-292-8066 or visit the office at 214 West Main Street in Monongahela. The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency proudly sponsors MVI Live and all Mon Valley athletics. Send people to MonValleyIndependent.com to register for your free e-edition. 60 days free.
Free.
4 letters.
So you
starts
could
with an
go
F,
on there
ends with re.
and find all the good stuff.
All the good
right
stuff.
For free.
For free.
Some people like to say
2 months.
free 90 free.
It's absolutely free. Get you into the spring sports season now. There's Pahoek. Good hands, gets a steal, and Pecan is fouled by Orlando Johnson. And the Rams will inbound here right in front of us at half court. Butler makes his way over. We can check out the Heat up close. Nick Pecan got a little bit too.
A couple different KDs out there today.
Yeah. I mean, I know my role. I know my age, so I'm not going to go buy one of those expensive pairs. I do like the bright colors. I'm all about the bright shoes. I've worn my neon Adidas out a few times. There goes Butler, little pull up from the baseline, and he hits that one. It took a while, but it seems like Ringgold has found their mojo here offensively. So they now lead by 4, and there's another steal. Butler to the rim. And he scored the last 8 points, 6 in this quarter. And Ringgold has extended out to their largest lead, 35-29, as the pressure is getting the Woodland Hills. There's Johnson, little floater. He is fouled, and that's good. Foul's going to go against Nicklow. Johnson has a chance here at a three-point play. And fun fact, all the three-point play chances we've had tonight, no one has converted one.
There you go.
And there's the 5th one. And he missed that one. Pahoek now ball handles up until he can get it to Pecan safely. Here comes Pecan the other way. Butler will wait as the Rams set up their offense here against the Wolverines 2-3 zone. 6 minutes to play in this one. Ringgold still leading by 4. Solushka guarded by Jones out top. Decided height advantage here for Halushka. Butler now in the corner and back out top. Skip pass over to Butler. Looking inside for Nicklow. Blocked by Robinson, but it comes right to Pecan. He lets go of a floater, and he was fouled by Robinson. I think Robinson was a little frustrated there that he had that block and he wasn't able to get a teammate to grab that one. This Pecan now will go to the line. He's 3 for 4 on the night from the stripe. And he hits that one. Andre Dodson checks back in. Pecan's second shot up. No good. Rebounded by Freeman. 36-31 as Butler gets a foot on that pass. Woodland Hills will take over. You know, being here in this gym for the first time this year, it really makes me miss the chance that we had at the MVI Shootout Classic to have 10 teams here would have been phenomenal. But we're coming back next year, opening weekend of the season. I guess I would say later this year. And that one goes off of Robinson, and it's going to belong to Ringgold. We did get all 10 teams to recommit for next year's tournament.
Which is huge, and I'm sure those teams were looking forward to this. You guys put a lot of work in on this.
Absolutely, and we do still have a couple matchups. I know not next week, but the following week, I know Bell Vernon's going out to McKeesport. That was going to be the opening night game for those two teams. And
what was it, Ringgold and Monessen?
Ringgold and Monessen, they just played Wednesday. Ringgold picked up the win as Dotson got a foul call here against Johnson. He didn't like that. He's still standing there with his arms up in the air, like say, "I didn't do nothing." I think he's right. I mean, I don't know if I would have blown a whistle there. I mean, that looked like good defense. Although if you're going to foul somebody, Dawson just missed 3 at the end of the quarter, so send him to the line, and as I say that, he buries the first one. So. Anything we could do to help our local teams out. I know we got some big games next week on the slate. I know Bell Vernon area is going back to Elizabeth Ford, I think Friday night. Dawson hits both free throws there. 5:07 to play, 38-31. Ringgold starting to extend their lead and kind of getting into danger time here if you're Woodland Hills, and really having some problems with the Ringgold pressure. There's a strip by Butler, and here they go the other way. Butler with the left hand. And Butler having himself a night.
Steal.
Another steal, and there goes Dotson, and he is fouled, and he will have a chance at a three-point play. And Coach Wilson's going nuts over there. And Mike Darnay's there hitting that button. We're going to have some good pictures of that sequence. 4:43 to play. It's now a 40-42 to 31 lead. Dotson gets his own rebound, gets it to Darryl Tolliver, and he hits a little jumper. So everybody getting into the act now for Ringgold. And there's another Woodland Hills turnover. The jacket has come off.
That's it.
That's it. It's on now. You know you're in the zone when the coach rips that jacket off.
You'd love to see that on the sidelines, though.
Yeah,
I feel like you don't see that enough anymore. For whatever reason. I would love for, I'd rather my kid
Who's the coach, the college coach that sweats real bad? Buzz Williams.
Yeah.
He's always soaked by the end of every game. He's at Virginia Tech now, right? I think
so.
Pitt just handed him an L the other day. Another big game for Pitt tomorrow. They're going to Virginia. Might actually get to watch that one. I'm pretty happy. Ain't got much to do in the Salou household this week. And there's a timeout taken by Wilson. 3:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. 44-31 in favor of the Rams. And we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. I don't know. Scoreboard again. I'm getting as jumpy as Coach Wilson over there. Let's see what we got going around the Mon Valley here. We have a final from Commodore Land. Fraser 82, Jefferson Morgan 54. Fraser moves to 8-3 and 6-1 in section play. It's Owen Newcomer 34 points.
Wow.
We might have to talk about that on Sunday. At halftime, Charleroi leading McGuffey 33-22. Zach Usher up to 17 points now. So at the end of the third quarter, Fraser was ahead 49-34. They put up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Wow. Kind of upset we don't have a EF South Norland score. Our first time covering Ringgold here tonight, and our first time streaming the Elizabeth Ford boys. It's Pahoic. We got a 3-second call, looks like against Butler. What I really like about Wilson, too, he subs guys out. you don't always want to sub when a kid makes a mistake.
Right.
But when they sub out, they're getting coaching on the side.
Oh, it's huge. I've noticed that.
Yes, he subs you out, but he's going to talk to you when you come off. He'll explain what you did, and you know what? You're going to go right back in again.
Yeah. He's really he's doing it the right way.
Right.
He's doing it the right way. Between he and his assistants, they're always, they're giving their players some encouragement, and they're explaining to them what they did wrong.
It's a little runner there by Robinson is no good. We got a jump ball called here, and it's going to go down to Ringgold again. Let's see here. Pecan and Halushka were the ones that came out, and here they come right back in the game 20 seconds later. And Halushka got kicked out because he didn't have his jersey tucked in.
And coach letting him know about it.
Right. He giving him the business over there. But it goes back to, like you said, it's discipline. We got an illegal screen by Pahoek, and he can't believe it, but it was a good call. Stop it. I can't. Why you got to do that during the middle of broadcast? Come on. We got another exciting venture is Orlando Johnson scores, makes it 44-33. 11-point lead here as Butler sends in a little floater, and that's one of the shots he's really perfected through his career. I like to call that the Chris Duhon floater, being the dookie I am. Because he had one of the best I've ever seen. Yeah. There's a three-pointer there by Micah Jones. And he nails that as Woodland Hills cuts the lead to 10. (46-36), and we got a timeout taken by Wilson. And seeing that, and he's doing some coaching there for Dotson, telling him what he did wrong there on the offensive attack. But we're actually in the process of putting together some gear, some MVI Live gear. We've gone down the universe of Bitmojis, and we all got Bitmoji'd, and
I like it.
You might see it on a T-shirt. We're gonna work on getting some MVI Court Kicks gear. That'll be exciting. And we're actually going to have a conference call about some Valley Sports Guys podcast gear. So, and let's just say some of that's going to be very influenced by the movie Step Brothers. I can feel it. So, some exciting stuff going on. We're going to have a online store soon on MonValleyIndependent.com and MVILive.com. So, if you'd like to help us support our ventures here, they are kind of fundraisers as well. When you're looking for some fresh gear, it's gonna be a good time. We even got Curly Sue Bitmoji today, so I know she was real excited about that. But she just made me change the whole thing that I created. So Pajak now will control the ball and zips it over to Pecan in the wing. Maybe got away with a little push, but Pecan is fouled, and there is Nick Pecan with a chance at a three-point play. Maybe he's the one that's going to break the streak and actually complete the play.
I feel it.
He's 4 of 6 from the line today.
He's going to do it.
Pecan with that little floater as well. 2:11 to go. Makes it 48-36. Chance to extend the lead to 13 here. And he doesn't break the streak.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh. There's a guy hiding down there. Jones got it inside to Robinson. And a little bit too much zip on that bounce pass, and it goes out of bounds. Pahoek checks back in. Give a shout out to former McKeesport player Jordan Grayson. He knows all about Gene Wilson. Hitting us up on the chat. I'd like to thank the 70-plus people tuning in. Team's 8th foul here called on Ringgold. We're just under 2 minutes to go here in this one. Ringgold holding a 48-36 lead as Orlando Johnson goes to the line for the 1-and-1, and he hits the first. I'm going to look back on my sheet here. I'm curious as to... And I'm right. That is the first free throw hit by Woodland Hills tonight.
Jeez.
I mean, they haven't had many attempts. I'll give them that.
Right.
I think they had 2 of the 5 3-point play opportunities. As there's a pass way ahead to Butler. No good. Gets his own rebound, puts that one back up and in. And Butler makes it 50-38. Putting back his own miss.
He's trying to pad the rebound stats a little bit.
That's it.
Man,
I'll blame him.
Listen, it's senior night. You do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, that's it. There's a foul from behind called on Pahoek as Micah Jones left one up. Oh, that's right. We got from Laura Grimm. I'm getting some HE double hockey sticks, and Buzz Williams went to Texas A&M this year. This year or last year.
Okay.
So he's down in Texas, really sweating.
Yeah.
As the Rams subs come in with 1:33 to go. Needless to say, Woodland Hills has quite a height advantage now. And we do have Dylan Bradshaw in there. He got a little bit of height for Ringgold. And there is a putback by Robinson. Makes it 50-40 off the missed free throw, and we have a timeout. Full timeout called by Wilson. And I'm going to go on here to see what we got. Going on here at Elizabeth Ford. Looks like we got some subs coming in over there. I forgot they don't have a scoreboard like we do. We got Bella Corrado holding it down over there. She's just working for Foster House Sandwiches.
I was going to say, I think she's looking at the online menu right now. Is there an online menu? She's
Give another shout out to Camel Coffee Company. Are you looking for a solid start to your daily routine? Look no further than the new Camel Coffee Company in Washington Township. Open daily from 7 to 2, featuring Intelligentsia coffee and other custom-made concoctions. Also with pastries and sandwiches there. They offer free Wi-Fi, and they're locally owned and operated, so go check them out. Directly across from the Washington Township Fire Department in Bell Vernon. You know what they had there today? Cream sticks. Like the Keystone Bakery cream sticks. I don't know if they were from Keystone Bakery.
They got a lot of good stuff.
There's a deep pass intercepted by Robinson. And there goes a turnover by Woodland Hills. I was going to wonder there if Woodland Hills converts on that possession, does Wilson start to question if he pulled out his starters a little bit early? There's a pass inside after a steal, and there's Freeman. Makes it 50-42, and maybe there's another steal, and here they come.
Yeah, it's tough.
And there's a putback, 2 putbacks from Robinson, and he can't finish at the rim again. 50-42, 1:02 to play as Del Reese Robinson is going to go to the line for 2. Both fouls and both teams in the double bonus now. 10 fouls, and here come not the starting 5, but here come 5 new Rams. Just might want to hold it down a little bit longer.
The Woodland Hills, they put the pressure on them. They did the full court press.
And he's talking to Nicola about that deep pass he made. We did get a free throw made there. So it's 50-43, 59.5 seconds to go. And Nick Pecan headed to the line here to shoot a pair. Pecan hits the first. Pecan's second rolls in there on the home rim. You know, you're playing somewhere else, that don't go in.
No.
That only works at home. There's a pass up ahead. There's Jones for a deep three, no good. Rebounded by Robinson. He puts up a putback, no good. Butler with a strong rebound for the Rams. Up ahead to Pahoek. Oh, I thought he switched feet there. And Pecan now controlling it, 34 seconds to go. Pecan gets it over to Dotson. No fouls yet here for Woodland Hills. There's one as Butler tries to step through. And he's going to go to the line. 25.4 seconds to go. 9-point lead for Ringgold. Coach Wilson continuing to coach him up. Butler missed the first. Gets the second now. And that one's true. .24 seconds to play, 53-43. So there's a little pull-up, no good on the shot by Shanier Pinky. Butler now gets it up and was deflected out of bounds. And wait, are we going to have a conversation? Nope. It will stay with Ringgold. It was deflected out of bounds, looked like by Jazz Cobbs. There's Butler dribbling it out. There will be no fouls, and that's going to do it. As Ringgold celebrates their seniors with a 53-43 win over Woodland Hills, who I'm sure they're grateful decided to make the trip down.
It was a good game. Good game.
Good game for Ringgold, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
So I will reach out there to Coach Wilson, and we will wrap this up for most of Team MVI here at Ringgold and Mr. Court Kicks, Casey McIntyre. I am Mon Valley Independent Sports Editor Jeremy Salou as we sign off. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next week with another handful of broadcasts.